There's a very interesting technique that...
Women combat sports fighters are trained killers.
Oh, it's a big kibosh! Here comes the finish! Here comes Holly home!
Ref can stop it, yeah.
It's good night, Irene!
Wow.
Setting traps
15 seconds left!
and ending fights with terrifying precision.
Big left hand! Knockdown number 1!
This is the ruthless side of women's combat sports. And trust me, some of these finishes are hard to watch twice.
Fight her.
Oh, big right hand! One punch! That is it! Forget about the count. It is over!
Holly Holm walked into this fight looking like a substitute teacher who secretly knows martial arts and is about to ruin somebody's afternoon.
Come out fighting.
Juliana Werner kept trying to pressure forward, but Holm was treating the cage like a science project.
High left round kick from home.
Still testing the waters, figuring 5 minutes in there.
Werner landed her first real strike at inside leg kick. They clinch up for the first time.
Got those hips down, really tough to throw a knee. Nice combo out of home.
High right round kick. High right round from Werner. Follow through side kick. Nice combo. It comes from the diaphragm. Catches the kick, sweeps out the support. Holly chooses to go to ground with Juliana. It's an overhand round. No chance of getting that close to Holly. It's been methodical and systematic. Look at that, catch and sweep. Holly home.
Then round 5 arrived, and Holm finally decided to stop being polite. Werner was so focused on surviving the body attacks that Holm suddenly whipped a left high kick around the guard and smashed her right in the head.
Oh, it's a big kibosh! Here comes the finish! Here comes Holly home!
Ref can stop it, yeah.
It's good night, Irene!
Wow.
Holly home wins a mixed martial arts championship, and my word!
Have the experience to do that. Holly Holm certainly does.
When talking about ruthless knockouts, not focusing on body shot knockouts would be a complete injustice to combat sports.
And this second professional Vujovic, just a sign of the stage.
Got all the skills, all the just smart runner, work pace slightly, get behind the jab and the open.
Keep the distance and step away and find another opening, and this time Vujovic is down. Tremendous shot to the body. Beautiful punch kicking from her corner. Ryan now with a chance to score an impressive win. Works away to the body, and this time Vujovic will not be getting up. Still 20 seconds to go in the 4th round, and she's reeling around in agony.
The deep, bad blood leading up to this private clash had fans expecting a wild draw.
Let's go! Here we go! Valerie Loreda.
However, both fighters spent the opening round testing each other's ranges.
In the 3rd round, that ended the fight. She just
Loreda, all of a lot of her combinations for Valerie Loreda. Punched her way in and was able to get to the clinch. Frank not here tonight. Nice left over the top.
Loreda, ready to punish her opponent, did not let this slide and shook the entire world with one punch.
Oh! Big overhand right. Big shot. Looking to finish. They will go to the 3rd round. No, it is all over. Just like that. Mike Bell trying to stop the fight.
That was a vicious shot. Oh my goodness.
wow. That was a big shot out of a little lady.
This is just one of many knockouts coming your way, so subscribe now for some adrenaline-pumping mess. Salmons entered the fight, trying to establish a rhythm with her jab against Stephanie Geltmacher.
TJ DeSantis, Julie Kedzie, Laura Sanko.
She was looking to pick apart Geltmacher from the outside, but Geltmacher had zero interest in playing a long technical game.
Beautiful takedown. Getting back to the wrestling roots early, but also
on the midsection of Salmon's, on her upper body as well, and get control of her hips with her legs.
Good position.
Geltmacher is
sorry, Julie. Geltmacher is so powerful with her
That's going back to her bread and butter, her wrestling, taking less damage in a fight. Although, can I say everybody?
So she began walking straight through everything being thrown at her. Seeing Salmons becoming a bit too comfortable with the distance, she ducked low under with a looping punch That became the women's MMA world's biggest highlight to date.
Kickboxing affair here at Spake.
Oh my God! Wow!
Business, it is done!
That came out of nowhere.
Hold fast, count marker!
On the Golden Boy Promotions undercard, headlined by Virgil Ortiz Jr. versus Samuel Vargas at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino in Indio, Seniesa Estrada scored a knockout just 7 seconds into round 1 against Miranda Adkins.
Professional rounds, and none of her professional opponents have had a win on their record.
At the opening bell, Estrada rushed forward and unleashed a rapid combination that dropped Adkins almost immediately.
Adkins reluctant to come out of her corner. 8 left of 1, 2, 3, 4. It was Lamb versus.
The referee waved off the bout before Adkins could recover or mount any offense, making it one of the fastest knockouts in professional boxing history. At the WBO World Female Featherweight title fight at BB King Blues Club and Grill in New York City, Amanda Serrano captured the vacant belt with a dominant first-round stoppage of Olivia Jarula.
Touch him up.
Serrano applied immediate pressure from the opening bell, landing heavy, accurate punches that quickly overwhelmed the veteran challenger.
So it's important for the women.
Oh,
nice
there's a right
hook.
hand that rocked Barula.
It was followed up.
Jarula struggled to defend herself against the sustained attack, prompting the referee to step in at 150 of round 1.
Boy, everybody
Right.
in the women's
Oh,
game.
big right hook again. Barula's basically out on her feet. 10 seconds and that's it.
The TKO victory added another world title to Serrano's resume and reinforced her reputation as one of boxing's most dangerous multi-division champions.
Amanda, the real deal, Serrano.
At the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles, Michaela Mayer made her professional debut against Widnelli Figueroa following a successful amateur and Olympic career. Mayer quickly established control with her jab and began targeting the body in the opening moments. Within the first 75 seconds, she landed a right hand followed by a left hook to the body that forced Figueroa down to one knee. Seeing that Figueroa was unable to properly defend herself,
Left and then a right. Michaela Mayer in control in her pro debut. Sends Figueroa to the ground.
the referee stopped the fight at 1:15 of round 1.
Michaela Mayer.
Rina was the undisputed poster girl of Japanese MMA, entering the arena with massive media fanfare and complete invincibility. But during her fight with Kana Asakura, her hype was ignored. Kana instantly closed the distance to bypass her opponent's striking. Before the superstar could even adjust, Kana Asakura dragged her down and finished the match in a way millions of viewers never expected. Kate Jackson went into this match to showcase her veteran grappling experience,
Best luck to both of you.
not knowing that she was in the monster's den.
Well, submissions come when you hurt people with your hands and you put them down in their rock, their ability to defend themselves. There it is. She's in trouble. This fight's over.
It's all over! Just like that! Wait. Yes, Denise Gilholz knocks out Kate Jackson. How good was that? Wow!
She is Miss Dynamite, Denise Gilholz.
Vondarieva kept using her long limbs and spinning attacks early on, trying to intimidate Janet Todd. Todd remained unfazed, using quick in-and-out footwork to frustrate Vondarieva and make mistakes.
Vondarieva, who in 2010
combination that is the spectacle of World Muay Thai, usually at the entire competition. Good counter there from Bandariava.
So expect Janet Time to do a lot of push kicks and also start attacking.
3,000 years. Muay Thai back in July 2009. Janet, second round TKO of Victoria.
She doesn't really wear it too well.
This is Muay Thai in 2017. It was a record for any.
Midway through the second round, Vandarieva tried to increase her volume and walked straight into a clever trap set up by Todd.
There's a very interesting technique that... Smack bang from Janet Todd. Vandarieva laid out in the circle. Referee O'Neill puts the count on. And Janet Todd knocks out Katarina Vandarieva.
Imagine punching so hard that your opponent quits mid-round. This happened between Amanda Serrano and Daniela Bermudez back in 2021. Bermudez was an incredibly tough opponent in the opening rounds. However, Serrano had been systematically targeting the body all night, slowly draining the life and mobility out of the multi-time champion. In the ninth round, Bermudez became slower quickly and tried to stand her ground and trade punches, but one punch from Serrano was enough to make her quit. On March 4th, 2017, at the O2 Arena in London, Katie Taylor continued her seamless transition from amateur superstar to rising professional force by stopping Monica Gentili via TKO at 1:31 of round 5.
Five-time world champion, six-time European, five-time European Union.
From the opening bell, Taylor's trademark speed, footwork, and punch volume dictated the tempo, with sharp combinations consistently beating Gentili to the mark.
Success of that right hand, beautiful shot there, crisp right hand. From Katie Taylor of Arena that sets extremely high standards. There the body shots again. Again, more body shots. She looks a little bit more polished. And it's a great advert for women's boxing. It really is title. Body shot with it. Ryan Fitz is such a dedicated athlete.
A crisp flurry of heavy shots dropped Gentili to the canvas, and although she bravely stood up, she was clearly unsteady. Taylor immediately pressed the advantage with another sustained barrage, leaving the referee no option but to wave off the contest.
She really is something.
On July 27, 2024, at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Claressa Shields decided that moving up 2 weight classes wasn't ambitious enough, so she collected belts like they were loyalty points.
For the quote, Claressa Shields, it would seem that the trophy case...
After a competitive first round where Lepage Joannis looked composed, Shields came out in the second like she'd remembered she had dinner plans, snapping sharp combinations and uncorking a right hand that dropped the champion hard enough to make the arena volume spike. 3 knockdowns later, the referee had seen enough.
The Lapaggio in his corner is trying to stop this fight, but it's already over. The last several years, and frankly, it's been.
And in her last fight.
Aline Pereira walked into her debut like she knew the only acceptable outcome was violence, while Dee Begley showed up already underweight on the scale and about to get introduced to something heavier in real time. The problem for Begley was simple. Every time she stepped in first, she got punished for it.
I'm always more nervous for my students, so I like the open stance a little bit there for Pereira.
At 2:26 of round 1, Begley stepped in once more and got met with a brutal left hook that shut everything off instantly.
I think she's going to be victory. She had the big left hook.
Brianna Power walked into this fight like she didn't plan on paying for parking on the feet at all, while Balana Spelt quickly realized the standing phase was just a short documentary intro before the real problem started.
Unit spot. Laser vision locked in. We got round 1 here for these females.
Seemed like they didn't want to touch gloves.
Predominantly red here for Power.
The knockout came via this brutal slam on the ground.
Seems like they're both comfortable.
Oh, big slam. Oh, is she out? All over just like that. Another quick finish.
Dina Thorslund faced Sopio Putkarads at Nordic Fight Night, held at Music Tetret in Albertslund, Denmark. From the opening bell, the Danish prospect wasted no time taking control.
Çok sert yumruklar görüyoruz. Gürcü boksör zor anlam. Rakibe gitti. Sağlı sollu kroşeler denedi. Bakın sol aparkat mükemmel. Daha ilk rahatta kendisini göstermeye başladı. Solu direkt yumruklar geldi şimdi. Bir tane sol kroşe ve sırt üstü yere yapışıyor.
The referee took a quick look and immediately stepped in to stop the fight.
Hakem Christensen bitiriyor mücadeleyi. Knockout.
Clara Pennequin stepped into Infusion 125 like she had no interest in a long fight. Coralie Robert came in ready to compete, but Pennequin immediately took control with her reach and sharp striking. Then it happened, a clean shot to the head that snapped everything in place.
Needs to be busier. There you go. Oh, that was nice. Shot. She is out. Straight out, that did. That's a lovely left head kick. Doing a bit of shock.
She's
What's
a lot of shock, but I mean,
the crowd getting behind her.
Tyla Santos has always been an arrogant fighter. For this fight, she has been mocking Ditcheva as an overrated Barbie, even applying lipstick during their pre-fight conference to taunt her.
Female fights on the planet right now. Fantastic strikers, veterans, future legends of the game here. $1 fight. The winner of this will be your PFL World Champion.
As soon as the fight started, Ditcheva took the center of the cage, completely shutting down Santos's offense with Muay Thai madness.
Double underhooks to get Dakota Ditcheva to the ground.
Nice job by Ditcheva to turn it around on her.
Larger women at American Top Team pains to
Jab feint. She needs to be careful that left hook stream.
Seeing everything. Under 1 minute now in this first frame. And a flurry for Ditcheva. Santos with the high.
In the second round, Dakota went with a flurry of punches, elbows, and knees, pinning Santos to the cage, making her quit with just 20 seconds on the clock.
Man, what a knee to the body that was.
2 big knees up the middle.
Lead leg, Tyler Santos.
Seeing a lot of damage on that lead leg.
Dakota Ditcheva.
I think Santos is hurt.
There's a combination.
Santos is hurt.
Santos not moving a lot right now. Aggressive style you're talking about.
Big knee.
Ditcheva smelling blood. Perhaps literally as it's
Deep for sure. Santos is in big trouble. She's in big trouble.
Dakota Ditcheva to the body
Deandra Martin spent 2 minutes and 34 seconds exchanging with Jackie Buntan. which sounds competitive until you realize that Bun Tan was quietly building toward a very specific two-punch sequence the entire time.
Slide back, or when she's counter-striking, she'll take, it's a beautiful footwork combination that puts
out of the red gloves, Diana Martin of Australia in the blue.
She doesn't want to counter-strike here. Another beautiful left hook.
The left hook to the body arrived first and did the important preliminary work of making Martin's entire midsection file an urgent complaint. And then the right hand upstairs arrived immediately afterward to deal with the appeal, dropping Martin hard to the canvas.
Damage from Bouts. You see it on the face, and down goes Diana Martin. Woo! And she's in a heap of trouble here.
I don't think so.
And that's all. Jackie Bouts.
What a statement made by the American Bouts. First round KO, Rich Franklin.
Diandra Martin faced Hong Thong Kaur at Rajadamnern World Series 116 inside the legendary Rajadamnern Stadium in Bangkok, Thailand. The Australian striker came in aggressively from the opening bell, but Hong Thong stayed calm, reading the attacks and waiting patiently for the right moment to counter. About a minute into the round, that moment finally came. As Martin stepped in with another exchange, Hong Thong fired back with a sharp counter-punching combination. The shots landed clean, instantly dropping Martin to the canvas.
Hong Thong staggered her with a left hook right hand again.
She tried to recover, but the damage was already done. The referee quickly stepped in and waved off the fight.
I told you she had experience against a very good fighter in Diandra Martin.
Smilla Sundell walked into this fight like she was testing what happens when a teenager is built like a heavyweight problem in a lighter division, while Alicia Helen Rodriguez stepped up in weight, thinking experience might be enough to survive the size difference. Once Sundell adjusted, the fight turned into a slow, uncomfortable reality check.
On the keys, Smilla will keep an impressive pace the entire fight goes on. Smilla Sundell plans on not giving her that opportunity.
Sundell stepping in on these punches, like she's not using that range to her. And we're seeing her get worked by Rodriguez in this clinch here.
By round 2 and into round 3, it wasn't really competitive exchanges anymore. It was Sundell repeatedly showing up at the same address and Rodriguez running out of doors to close.
Run that kind of pace, she won't punch herself out.
Rodriguez going backwards. She just ate a right. Well, as she touches her with the left. Big left hook.
His heads and be able to really hold it down. Land those effective knees, and now we got hands and elbows coming. 10-second call coming
body. Those body shots. Sundell in a rain punches, and this one is over.
And still undisputed one strawweight Muay Thai champion of the world.
Dakota Dacheva walked into this fight like she already knew the exit interview was going to be short. Every time Coragines tried to reset, Ditchva was already there first, landing clean and making her reactions feel like they were coming in on delayed Wi-Fi.
Trying to push the arm, and she will land knees with the quickness.
Very good. Watch the arm, very good.
Attempt, and Dakota did a good job of getting that shin pin there.
At 4:20 of round 1, Ditchva closed it with a clean right punch that put down Coragines to the canvas.
And I'm starting to believe it myself now. My first knockout as well, so woo!
Making people pay with those long levers. She does a great job of knowing her distance.
At York Hall in Bethnal Green, London, on the Queensberry Promotions card headlined by Foster versus Beluda, Raven Chapman delivered a rapid first-round knockout against Gabriella Mazet. The bout lasted just 15 seconds, with Chapman landing a clean body shot that immediately dropped Mazet and prompted an instant referee stoppage.
Celebrate their centenary next year in the village of Bellingdon, and what a body attack really opened her up. Yeah, that was superb there from Raven. She work, and then she whips her right hand over the top, so she switches.
On November 7th, 2020, at the Sports Event Center in Rock Hill, South Carolina, Carly Holman scored a swift first-round knockout over debutante Rebecca Laws.
Exactly which one it is.
Whoa!
Just 28 seconds into round 1, Holman landed a powerful right hand that dropped Laws hard, sending her back against the ropes and down to the canvas.
Oh, wow. What a count. This is over.
Laws fell flat on her back, prompting the referee to immediately stop the contest at 0:28. On May 25th, 2019, at Victoria Warehouse in Manchester on the Fury vs. NORAD undercard, Savannah Silent Assassin Marshall wasted absolutely no time reminding everyone why her nickname is ironic.
Savannah, the Silent Assassin Marshall!
Detonating a first-round knockout over Borislava Goranova.
This looks so loose in the shoulders and relaxed, and that's a terrific left to the body, and there is your two, perfection, and Goranova's not getting up. That is sensational from Savannah Marshall, a durable opponent, and she takes care of her.
At Zembo Shrine in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Alicia Baumgardner lived up to her nickname in emphatic fashion, blasting Cristina Del Valle Pacheco out in just 1 minute and 46 seconds of round 1 with the kind of power that doesn't require a second invitation. From the opening exchanges, Baumgardner stalked forward with intent, measuring distance before detonating a flush right hand that snapped Pacheco's head and sent her crashing down.
You see quick hands, combination situation. See, there's the body. Stabbing to the body. There it is. There's a knockdown. I think that might have landed behind.
When the Argentine veteran rose unsteady, Baumgardner closed in and unleashed a tight, vicious combination that left Pacheco defenseless against the ropes. The referee had little choice but to intervene as the barrage continued, waving it off before further damage could be done.
That's very important. She's scoring hard and clean in this first
Better
round.
stand, sir.
Very impressive. Bang to the body and to the head. This is about all she wrote. Game over.
There it is.
Fight is
By
done.
TKO from Fremont, OHIO.
Cruz DeZern was not short on confidence. She called Marshall a pit stop, sang the American national anthem in the ring before the fight.
Are you talking about respect from Savannah?
Oh, she gonna respect me. I mean, in the ring, everybody knows I hit hard and I'm a heavy hitter. I don't need the belts to make me. They just extra jewelry. No time for loser, 'cause I am the champion, undisputed, of the world.
But Marshall did not care about the singing or the speeches. What she really cared about was that right hand. And over 10 rounds, she landed it over and over again. Cruz DeZern clinched, wrestled, and tried everything to survive, but Marshall's cleaner boxing took the fight on the scorecards. The woman who sang "I Am the Champion" before the bell rang went home without her belts. Anissa Mexen made her one championship debut and decided to welcome herself with violence. Cristina Morales came in as a world champion, probably expecting a competitive fight. Instead, she got a masterclass she didn't sign up for.
Step across the outside, Morales. Morales
evades with the footwork and then
reverberating around the massive Singapore indoor stadium drum.
Then in round 2, boom, left hook lands clean, and Morales hits the canvas like the system just crashed.
Toe-to-toe in the fight right now. Morales not waving a white flag. Morales not retreating. Rocks the head back again.
She got up, but honestly, her legs were still buffering.
Oh man,
The referee looked at that situation and said, yeah, we're not continuing this experiment.
Oh, Michael, those shots were incredible. Oh, man.
It's over. Wasn't Lisa Mixon?
Lit her up like a Christmas tree.
Nomi Arellano came into this fight like she thought debut meant no rules on emotional aggression and immediately started chasing Katie Lee Santana around the cage like Santana owed her rent and hadn't replied to texts.
Nomi using the underhook really well to turn the corner, keep her partner's arm trapped, and put her on the fence herself. Where she
By mid-round 1, this wasn't experience versus debut anymore. It was Santana trying to download a game while Arellano kept unplugging the Wi-Fi mid-progress bar. At 2:35, Arellano closed the story with another cage-side flurry that left Santana just covering up and hoping the referee had mercy settings enabled.
Looking good with these little things on.
Nomi's looking great with these little. Got her rocked, shaking up. She's looking her way. 15 seconds left. And Nomi
knocks her out.
Red corner, Nomi
Harper went into her home arena as the heavily favored, undefeated champion, with people betting massively on her. She looked incredible early on, confidently boxing from outside, but she had her hands slightly low, and that was what Alicia Baumgardner was studying.
Impose her style and her authority. Build some momentum at the end of this. Why she became world champion in the first place. Solid shots again from Baumgardner with a right hand over the top and half a from Shannon Courtney, although Courtney had failed at the scales, and now another right hand. Hold strong in this very
Waiting all the time to sort of let it go.
By the fourth round, Baumgardner exploded forward with a single right hand that ended the fight with 6 rounds still remaining.
A waste of Harper at the end of this contest, but she walks onto her right hand and she stands virtually stock still in the center to this contest. And Alicia Baumgardner of the United States.
Hirata entered the cage as once undefeated, and perhaps that's something that got her cocky. She completely looked past Radzuan, treating the matchup as a mere showcase for the flashy judo strikes.
That she would have won the Atomweight Grand Prix. Front kick there from Hirata, lifted, hanging Jihin, can she capitalize?
Spin her off. Oh, there it goes. Oh, good defense again from Jihin. Utilize the leg kicks. She's got really good leg kicks, and I'd like to see her use them.
Looks for the outside of the leg, and overhand right to a clinch attempt there, but Radzuan defends.
Nope. Oh, balanced by the Shadow Cat. Always landed on her feet.
Radzuan refused to respect the hype, systematically dismantling Hirata's defenses and picking her apart with sharp, frustrating moves throughout the fight.
Starting to grow because she's starting to push forward, and she's also starting to attempt takedowns, right? Because she's starting to catch kicks, push forward, and rush into these situations. Good sprawl.
Nice degree here, Rich, that really we're seeing the confidence grow in Jihin Radzuan.
Also, her ability to scramble and work her way back up to her feet. Oh, that was nice by Jihin.
What can she do from top position? Radzuan told us yesterday Hirata's got a very strong top game.
Look at
The flashy showboat instantly evaporated as the final round saw Hirata getting taken down with ground and pound.
High kick from Hirata.
That was nice. Good combination there into the double leg. Let's see if she can complete this little short elbow landed by Hirata.
And a good popping right hand for the takedown. Switches to a single here.
Fulcrum basically to put her on her back, but beautifully job by Jihin as she's able to turn the corner and put Hirata down. Oh, but Jihin used this to pass.
Takes it back.
By the end, she had to clap for her opponent. Talk about a humble pie. Japanese pro wrestler Yoshiko came into Road FC with an intimidating aura and a reputation built on raw size and aggression. At the weigh-in, she showed the middle finger and tried to stare down her opponent. On paper, it looked like a mismatch. Most people expected Yoshiko to bulldoze right through her, but Kim Young-ji fought smart.
Yoshiko being more careful. Wow, Young-ji, great. Yoshiko applying the pressure.
She was almost there. Then we got broken up. Oh, that was on the
Big
chin.
shot there by Young-ji. Wow, this could be another Cinderella story here. This is not good for
Yoshiko on her back.
She used her southpaw stance to stay at range, countered every rush with clean shots to the face, and made Yoshiko miss constantly.
Wow. See, Youngji's fighting smart. She sets it up.
Yeah.
What a combination there.
By the second round, Yoshiko was exhausted, frustrated, and had no answer. Kim dominated from start to finish and handed Yoshiko her first ever defeat.
Another one there. Doesn't know how to do it.
Look at that, 1, 2. Those shots and back out.
Because you are watching it, you watch it, you see it come.
She's gonna win.
There's another one.
Well, there we go.
Oh, wow.
What a fight.
Wow. Youngji Kim. Just.
At PFL Dublin, Italian fighter Valentina Scatizzi faced undefeated prospect Dakota Dicheva for the European Flyweight Championship. At the face-off, after Dicheva's semifinal win, Scatizzi was asked what she thought about facing Dakota.
For the first, congratulations for your match, and then I can wait to show you who is the real warrior.
Let's get a face-off between these two ladies.
On fight night, Dicheva showed her exactly who the real warrior was.
She can win this, make it there.
By Dakota maintaining balance, and look at that.
She trapped Scatizzi in the clinch, delivered devastating Muay Thai knees to the body and face, and swelled her left eye completely shut before the end of round 1.
Guys, we might not see round number 2 with this. I don't think she's going to be able to see out of that eye. Another right hand there from Dakota Dicheva, banking an unbelievable.
Scatizzi never made it to round 2.
And gentlemen, referee Dan Mavahedi calls a halt to the action at 5 minutes of round number 1. Dakota Dicheva!
Imagine calling someone a skanky stripper, ruining the sport of boxing, and then getting knocked out by the same person.
Leeds, England. Co-main event, Saturday night.
You said she's not a skanky stripper, she's a skanky wannabe stripper.
Champion Ebony Bridges, who wore her down round after round after round.
Kayla Harrison didn't even fight Larissa Pacheco and was focused on her next opponent. That was the kind of delusional confidence she had. In the PFL finals, she boasted about her immortality.
It's hard to have heavy hands from your back, so I wish her the best of luck with that game plan. My focus is on Caitlin Young, July 1st, and then I'll go from there.
But Larissa Pacheco made her look human that day. This was their third fight.
In the blue, Larissa Pacheco in the gray.
And Pacheco immediately disrupted Harrison for 4 rounds.
Pacheco in a southpaw stance, kicks the legs out from under Harrison.
Some poor soul in the training environment. Nice double, nice level change. Good.
There's a single leg attempt here.
Nice. On the pipe. Beautiful job.
Oh, Pacheco's on the neck.
Choke attempt.
And this is where Larissa's going to have to manage clinching with her and then disengaging.
Oh, right hand. Harrison coming in aggressively with strikes. Grabs a single. Pacheco with some right leg of Larissa Pacheco.
Runs the pipe. Nice job by Harrison. Running the pipe. Pacheco trying to kick her over. Scrambling, not conceding the position. Absolutely the right attitude. Legs into the fight earlier in this. She needs to get her legs back in the fight, create some space.
Shoulder lock from this position.
Trying to get that arm across.
Nice work by Pacheco to get back up and to
Kayla right back in.
Opportunity, Sean, to break away and disengage. Oh, she's now trying to attack the back. Look at this. I'll tell you what, Pacheco's still hitting very hard
on the separation. Pacheco still chasing me.
By the 5th, Harrison was exhausted, had no backup plan, and got hammer-fisted even though she was the one mounting her opponent.
Rousseau comes with nice knees up the middle.
Nice mixing of her strikes there.
Hammer fist from the top here. Larissa Pacheco going to work again.
Second and third efforts by Kayla to try and finish this takedown. Hammer fist. Head outside single now.
Hanging heavy on
Kayla trying to finish this crackdown, but that sprawl is nasty from Pacheco. She's just trying to get back to her feet.
Because she's got the far side. Taking one last breath before the final 30 seconds. And then she goes to work with the hammer fist again. I tell you.
The fight ended in a decision win to Pacheco and forever humbled Kayla.
Larissa Pacheco!
Miesha Tate has a history of beating others and getting beaten down.
It's a first round victory.
This time she wanted to drag Caitlin Young, but completely missed.
But look at the hand speed. Oh, she tenaciously hangs on looking for the takedown and eats a huge knee. Gigantic head kick. Knocks Tate to the ground. And another one buckles her to the canvas.
Kelsey Wickstrom came in undefeated and highly ranked in the United States, which on any other night against any other opponent would be a genuinely intimidating set of credentials. But walking into a boxing ring against Chris Cyborg with an undefeated record is essentially the same as showing up to a hurricane with an umbrella.
This is good here, this is good, nothing below. Touch gloves if you want. God bless.
Cyborg spent 81 seconds being patient and watching for an opening.
Punch, which hopefully they have a good game plan, and that I think would be it.
The moment she identified her spot, she launched an overhand right so devastatingly heavy that Wickstrom went from undefeated to face down on the canvas.
Oh! My God, an overhand right directly on the temple. Wickstrom is down and out, falls just like that. Chris Cyborg with
What a display of power. She's thrilled. Cyborg is feeling it.
Nazarena Romero came out and immediately threw a combination so fast that Ibarra hadn't even properly settled into her stance before she was already on the canvas. Wondering what just happened to the last several seconds of her life. Because of her championship past, Rankin didn't take this fight seriously. She acted like that belt was already hers, and she's taking it home as a second-time world champion. As soon as the fight started, Borga fired a sharp right hand and then snapped a left straight. She dropped Rankin to the canvas in just 32 seconds.
Situation, that was nasty,
Winner by KO, and you're inaugural.
Sheila Gaff is already known as a villain in the MMA.
Lipski.
The fight had barely started, and Lipski was already stalking her like a cat that just seen a laser pointer. Lipski timed it perfectly. Bang! One straight shot right down the middle, and man! Gaff's legs instantly filed for an early retirement.
So that she punches simultaneously, because if she runs in,
well, there's the big right hand through the ground and pound. It's a knockdown.
The matchup between Jamie Driver and Adriana Vukovic went sideways before the first punch was even thrown. During the face-off, Vukovic gave Driver a shove and talked about being a warrior with a strong mindset and heart. Once the bell rang, Driver tightened up her shots and unleashed a sharp, compact barrage that immediately put Vukovic in trouble.
Jamie Driver, right in front of our broadcast position.
A quick, ruthless flurry snapped Vukovic's head back and left her overwhelmed with nowhere to go. The referee had seen enough and jumped in before the damage escalated further. Just over 30 seconds in, the fight was over, and the pre-fight shove had been repaid with interest. Brianna Roper came into this fight like she had zero interest in feeling things out, while Mari Bustillos quickly realized this wasn't a casual amateur title fight. Bustillos tried to stay active early, but Roper's pressure slowly started deleting her options.
See, that's exactly why Brianna's contending. Oh, Bustillos feels like she's settled. Roper throws.
At 2:23 of the fourth round, the referee stepped in after another extended barrage of unanswered shots.
Bustillos doesn't have a chance. She's going to get the finish here. And the referee calls the fight. TKO finish from Brianna Roper. the most impressive performance.
Brianna Roper.
This fight looked less like an amateur MMA bout and more like Stephanie Calderon showed up with a personal grudge against giving opponents time to think.
Oh, nice overhand by Stephanie. Nice. Oh,
she's hurt.
Body. There goes that body.
Oh, boy.
Once Calderon trapped her against the cage and started landing clean combinations through the guard, the whole thing unraveled fast.
Stone Cold looking amazing.
Oh, man. This is where someone with MMA experience would shoot.
Oh, she's digging to the body, yeah.
Hammer fist, amazing.
And content to let her keep standing. She is putting them things on her.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And wow. There it is. What a performance by Stone Cold Stephanie Calderon.
For your winner, out of the red corner, Stephanie Stone Cold Calderon.
Esparza spent months aggressively running her mouth, claiming Estrada was a protected princess and ducking real competition.
She's a compulsive liar.
Oh.
What's she lying about?
Marlena Esparza is delusional, everybody.
She tried to lie to get signed. She lies about the things I say. She tries to play victim all the time when she does it too. She talks about me too.
She walked to the center of the ring with extreme confidence, only for her to be outclassed in every single way.
Minute is going to be crucial. Denise Estrada puts her head down. She's pushing her down. That way she can take it.
Good, crisp round here as we go to
that minute is going to be crucial.
Esparza. Counter right.
See the size difference as well. Esparza's a bigger fighter. People ask me who's your favorite fighter. I say my mother because look at that, because she's a bigger person coming in. So big body shot there by Estrada. That's what she needs to focus on.
Digging into the body is Estrada. Gash on the forehead of Marlena Esparza. Wow. And look, maybe it doesn't, but I'm looking at it.
Is dealing with that cut, feeling that blood.
And you've noticed we have stopped talking about
with Tyson Fury, which is paw at that cut.
They're trying to get out on that angle.
But as soon as the 9th round hit, Esparza's forehead looked like a blood mess.
He's keeping everything under control with something called epinephrine, which is actually adrenaline. I think it's necessary to stop the fight because
in between rounds to see if they can control stop it at all.
Thank you, Steve. But the reality is, Brian.
And the decision that came after will shock you.
Fight's over. Oh, wow.
Yep.
Wow, it's over. Now, who stopped that fight?
Superman, Denise Estrada.
Femke Hermans entered the ring, knowing that she must avoid Savannah Marshall's notorious left hand.
She won hers.
Her gameplay was to use constant lateral movement and quick jab to survive, but Marshall was completely unfazed, tracking her prey down.
Like a different person, not just nice and early.
Well, we hear Peter saying that she knows what she's going to do, she knows how she's going to react.
Good hand speed, good accuracy from Owens, good right hand though.
She has a first round knockout and 2 third-round KOs. Again looking for, and again switches herself.
By the 3rd round, Hermans was exhausted against the ropes, and she got knocked out in a way that can never be described in words.
Whichever foot she lands on, whichever way she's standing,
good shot
over the top.
Lost the balance of it. Femke Hermans. Oh, big shot. Femke Hermans. And it is over. A stunning statement from Savannah Marshall. There's the power. It's another KO.
Gerlach versus Yelena is perhaps the longest rivalry from the early 2000s. As soon as the fight started, Gerlach controlled the action in front of her hometown crowd, setting an unreal pace. By the fourth round, Gurula was still trying to outclass her opponent, till Mr. Genovich knocked her opponent like it was boxing movie. At the iconic Zocalo in Mexico City, Alejandra Jimenez needed less than a minute to turn her first WBC World Heavyweight title defense into a statement, stopping Carlette Ewell at just 0:57 of round 1 in front of a massive open-air crowd.
Juan, yo también te saludo y efectivamente estamos viendo lo que creo que muchas veces no habíamos pensado. Una de pesos completos de damas.
Doble gancho. Y no de esta mujer norteamericana. Una historia.
Hemos comentado, es una peleadora que no había tenido mucha actividad y además de la edad, 15 años de diferencia y en la potencialidad que tiene la Tigre, por decirlo de alguna manera.
On January 18th, 2019, at the Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden in New York City, Amanda Serrano needed just 35 seconds to make boxing history, flattening Eva Vorarberger with a vicious left hook to the body to claim the vacant WBO Superflyweight world title.
4 times, touch glove, ladies.
On Amanda, you'd have to bet 3,000, Sergio.
Serrano wasted no time establishing range before digging a perfectly placed shot into Vorarberger's midsection, and the reaction was immediate and unmistakable as the Austrian veteran crumpled to the canvas in visible pain.
Forward, constant pressure. And down, is that a knockdown? It is!
3, 9, 10.
It is over! Just like that, the real deal strikes again!
Go 4, 5, 6 rounds with them. We're going to take her out of there.
Jordan Maldonado, who's the brother-in-law of the man.
On October 1st, 2021, in Milan, Italy, Sandy Ryan delivered a methodical and punishing performance, stopping Alexandra Vujovic via TKO at 1:47 of round 4 with a body attack that steadily broke her opponent down.
Switched on. Like I say, she's got all the skills, all the shot selection, the good variation, the power. Just smart will come their way.
Keep the distance as she did there and then step away and find another opening, and this time Vujovic is down.
The second knockdown was particularly damaging, leaving the Montenegrin fighter unable to properly steady herself or mount any meaningful defense.
With a chance to score an impressive win. Works away to the body, and this time Vujovic will not be getting up.
Recognizing the accumulating punishment, the referee stepped in to halt the contest and award Ryan the stoppage victory.
She stepped off, found the range for the first one, followed up with the second one. 2 out of 2 for Sandy Ryan, and who knows where she might be going from here.
Shafir entered the cage with a massive hype as Ronda Rousey's untouchable training partner.
Cage for some last-minute instructions.
In her fight against Amanda Bell, she stood in the center of the cage, but Bell ignored the hype and gave her a thunderous right hand that shattered all composure.
Straight right hand. Oh, Shafir gets caught for the left. And a right, she's down. Bell swarms and it's over.
The fight only went 37 rounds and became one of the biggest knockouts in the women's MMA world.
Amanda Bell! Amanda Bell!
Gabi Garcia versus Yumiko Hata looks like a joke until you see what happened on the ground. Hata entered the fight, treating Gabi She-Hulk Garcia's jiu-jitsu like a complete joke. The 50-year-old pro wrestling veteran literally began the fight by running around the ring. Garcia completely ignored all circus acts, waiting for the exact moment Hata gets a bit tired. That's where she marched forward and ended the bout.
Kick thrown there by Hota. Trying to get away. Garcia with the thunderous knee. Hota is game. She took some knees and another knee there. Punches there by Garcia. Hota trying to punch back, but it's Garcia throwing some punches here, going for the ground and pound finish. Hammer fist, right hands are up. That is enough. 6 catches her, finishes her off, bloodies her up.
Veronika Dimitrieva walked into this BKFC fight like she expected a controlled boxing match, and immediately got introduced to Jenny Clausius fighting at full chaos speed.
The forward movement of Jenny Savage.
Savage kept chaining punches together, just constant pressure, like she forgot the concept of breaks existed.
Big left hand, another left hand. There's a thudding left hand
attacks from Jenny Savage.
Rock by there, but she's
big left hand. Knockdown number 1.
She's out.
We're done. Dmitrieva signaling to Andrew Glenn that she does not want to continue. And there's the official action from Glenn. Hironika deals from Andrew Glenn. Dmitrieva waving her arms crosswise.
Janet Todd came into this fight like someone who already knew the answer and just needed time to prove it, while Ekaterina Vondaryeva showed up with reach, volume, and the confidence of a debut that was supposed to go smoothly. But it didn't.
So expect Janet Todd to do a lot of push kicks and also start attacking.
3,000 years. Usually those budget armbands
she doesn't really wear it too well.
This is Muay Thai in 2017. It was a record for any American. Vondaryeva, a graduate of Belarusian State University, a degree in tourism, gold medalist 2010 WKN World Champion. It's a very interesting technique that... From Janet Todd, Vondaryeva laid out in the cycle. Rafael puts the count up, and from that Janet Todd knocks out Ekaterina Vondaryeva.
One of the rarest fights ends in the first round. Kolesnik walked into the PFL Smart Cage looking highly confident, expecting a grueling multi-round battle against one of the most unpredictable punchers in the world.
The Brazilian in the red trunks.
It took merely 14 seconds for Pacheco to completely dismantle her opponent in the worst possible way for Kolesnik.
Careful, she's being a little lazy and dragging that right hand back to her chest instead of back to her cheek. She may take a big shot.
Oh, big right hand! Larissa Pacheco puts a lady Kolesnik down. Jean Kolesnik walked right into a straight right hand. Another 6-point knockout.
Not all fights need to end with a punch to the jaw. In the opening round, Anderson used her significant reach advantage to keep Stamp Fairtex at bay. She even managed a brief clinch against the cage.
Left and right, Stamp smells blood. Stamp on the move.
This is where Anderson wants to be. She wants to tie this thing up and drag her to the ground.
I don't think there's an argument how that would have been a problem. And that's an example right there, getting caught
near it on Elise Anderson's left leg, aggressive. So this is a good...
However, by the second round, Stamp figured out Anderson's timing and began to land chopping strikes on Anderson's defensive movements.
Outside trips.
Christian Martin was a legendary pioneer who significantly increased her weight, relying purely on her world-class toughness. She had to withstand relentless attacks from Layla Ali for 3 grueling rounds.
Rapid fire, again and again and again.
I mean, really, right now, Christie's landed some decent power shots, but they just don't seem to be moving. Layla Ali, she's cleansing on the part of Layla Ali. That overhand right is
hitting the mark. Not ahead of herself, but her speed and her power are evident. And Martins is not able to punch for the face of women's boxing. And here comes Layla Ali. Discourage this onslaught, Smitty. Christy Martin, full of fight, full of experience, but now taking a pounding in the corner as Layla Ali had at her feet.
By the 4th round, a completely exhausted and bloodied Martin was running purely on adrenaline and survival instinct, not knowing that hell was coming her way.
Martin let her trying to get a breather as she is through this round. And has come and gone.
CBS